Now, Lloyd, looky here. You stand right there where you are, and I'll sit over here. You tell me what you wanted with me.
Well, Judd was here and he scared me. And then he started talking all wild and he threatened me, and so I fired him. Well, and I wished I hadn't, Curly. There's no telling what he'll do now.
Well, you fired him. Well, that's it then. That's all there is to it. Tomorrow I'll get you a new hired hand. I'll stay in a place myself tonight if you're nervous about that, hound dog. Quit your worrying about it, I'll spank you. Say, while I think of it, how's about marrying?
Gracious. What am I going to do that for?
Well, couldn't you maybe think of some reason why you might?
Well, can't hardly think it over right now.
Oh, Lord, please, ma'am, marry me. I don't know what I'm going to do if you don't.
Oh, Curly, I'll marry you if you want me to.
Oh, I'll be the happiest man alive once we're married. Well, I got to learn to be a farmer. I can see that. Quit thinking about throwing a rope and get my hands blistered a new way. The country's changing, right and left. Buy mowing machines and cut down the prairies. Shoe your horses and drag them plows under the sod. Well, they're going to make a state out of this territory. Well, they're going to put it in union. The country's changing. You got to change with it. We'll bring up a pair of boys. Well, a new stock to keep it the way things is going. It's a crazy country. Now I got you to help me. I'll amount to something yet. I remember the first time I ever seen you. It was at the fair. Well, you was riding that gray filly of blue stars, and I says to someone, "Who's that skinny little thing with the bang hanging down her forehead?"
Yeah, I remember. Well, you was riding broncs that day.
That's right.
One of them throwed you.
Did not throw me.
I guess you jumped off.
Sure, I jumped up.
You sure did.
Say, if there's anybody out in this yard that can hear my voice, I want you to know that Laura Williams is my girl.
Curly.
She's went and gone and got me to ask her to marry her.
Well, they hear you all the way to Catoosa.
Let her. Let people say we're in love. Who cares what happens now?
Just keep your hand in mine. Your hand is a friend in mine.
Let people say we're in love.
I have come to say goodbye.
Can't even stay to drink to Curly and Lori?
No time for this lonely gypsy to go back to the open road.
Well, I wish I was going. Then you wouldn't be so lonely.
Look, Armani, there is a man I know who loves you like nothing ever loved nobody.
Yes, Sally Hackam?
A man who will stick to you all your life. And that's the man for you, Will Parker.
Oh, yeah, well, I like Will a lot.
He's a fine fellow. Strong like an ox, young, handsome.
I love him all right, I guess.
Of course you do. And you love those deep brown eyes of his.